So, if you're thinking about jumping into the 10 days of prayer, that's awesome. Today, we're going to do a deep dive into day one of the 2026 event. We'll look at everything, the themes, the schedule, minute by minute, so you can go in feeling totally prepared and ready to get the most out of it.
All right, so what's the big deal with day one? Well, it's way more than just a call to pray. It's actually an invitation into a really thoughtfully designed experience that you share with others. Let's walk through the whole framework together so you can see exactly what's in store.
Okay, here's a quick roadmap for what we're covering. We'll start with the big picture ideas behind the whole 10-day journey. Then we'll zoom right into the theme for day one, check out the daily rhythm, get into the nitty-gritty of the evening gathering, and we'll wrap it all up with a personal challenge to take with you.
First things first, before we even get to the specifics of day one, it's super helpful to understand the DNA of this entire event. These are the core principles, the foundational ideas that really shape every single thing you'll be doing.
When you look at these principles, a few things really jump out, right? It's all about being involved, not just watching. Everything is rooted in the Bible, and it's for everyone, from little kids to grandparents. And I love the focus on small groups and even just sharing a simple meal, because that really builds that sense of community.
Okay, so with that foundation in place, let's zero in on day one specifically. Every single day has its own unique focus, and this first one, well, it sets a powerful tone for everything else.
And here it is. The heart of day one is all about this one powerful idea: knowing Jesus as our living Savior. Every activity, from your quiet time in the morning to the group prayer at night, revolves around experiencing Jesus not as some historical figure, but as a living, active presence right now.
And of course, this is anchored right in the Bible. This verse from Acts is so important because it doesn't just say Jesus rose from the dead. It says he showed himself alive with infallible proofs. This idea of a provably living Savior is what the whole day is built on.
So that's the what. Now, how do you actually live this theme out during the day? Well, it's all organized into this really simple 3-part rhythm that's designed to take you from a personal connection all the way to a community experience.
You can see how straightforward this is, right? It starts with your own personal journey, then it expands to your closest circle of family and friends, and finally, it brings everyone together as a whole church community. Let's look at what each part is all about.
So your day kicks off with this: time alone with God. It's exactly what it sounds like, carving out that quiet space for just you, the Word, and prayer. It's about setting your own personal foundation for the day before you connect with anyone else.
From there, the circle gets a little bigger. The next step is to gather with your family or a few friends. You can share what you've been thinking about, what you read, and pray together. It's like a bridge from your private time to the big group meeting.
And the day culminates with the church family gathering. This is the main event where everyone, your church, your neighbors, anyone from the community comes together to share and pray and really experience the theme as one big group.
All right, let's really dig into that evening gathering because it's kind of the centerpiece of the day. And trust me, there's a reason and a purpose for every single part of this meeting.
Now, to make sure everything goes off without a hitch, a little prep is super helpful. Things like setting up spaces for small groups, making sure everyone's got a Bible, and I absolutely love this detail: having an adult and a youth co-lead each group. What a fantastic way to bring the generations together.
And here's the schedule. What's so cool about this is just how intentional it all is. I mean, look at that flow. It starts with a simple meal for fellowship at 6 p.m., and every single segment has a clear purpose, all leading you on a journey through praise, sharing, study, and prayer, right up until 8 o'clock. It's not just a meeting, it's an experience.
To get the conversation started and break the ice, they kick things off with this simple but really effective question. It's just a great way to get people to open up a little, build some quick connections, and just make everyone feel comfortable right from the start. After connecting, the groups dive into the worship in word time. And these are the key passages they'll be looking at together. Each one was specifically picked to shine a different light on that main theme of Jesus as our living Savior. This quote really sums up the why behind the whole day. It's about that shift from just believing something to truly knowing it. Just like the disciples had that aha moment when they really got it. That's the kind of personal transformation day one is aiming for in each person.
But the experience doesn't just end when the meeting's over. Nope. The idea is to take this with you into your everyday life, and that's where the 24-hour challenge comes in.
So here's the challenge for day one, all laid out, and it's super practical, right? It's about unplugging for a bit, reading, praising, and then taking that step of faith to actually share with someone.
And you'll see, that very last step gets you primed and ready for day 2.
And all of this brings us to this one final, powerful question to think about. This is really what it all boils down to. How would your life, just your day-to-day, actually change if you really saw Jesus as a living Savior? It's so much more than a nice thought. It's a challenge to let that reality reshape everything. What a powerful idea to carry forward.